Alright everybody, back at Adventure Tribe home base. Just going to do a quick walkthrough of our tents because there's a lot of people with questions about the tents. And there are a few little bits and pieces here and there that are a little bit different to a normal tent. So I'll grab the tent. Some of them will be 4-person tents, some of them will be 3-person tents, and we are starting to go towards just having 3-people tents, or 3-person tents. Just because they're a lot easier, they pack smaller, they're a bit lighter. Alright, so they come in the bag. You got your poles and your pegs over there. Open it up. That's your fly. Alright, and here's your tent. Okay. There's your pegs, your poles, sorry. So you should have 3 sets of poles, 2 for cross ridges and then 1 for the fly. Some of you will have fiberglass poles, but we are starting to move towards these aluminium poles because they don't break as easy. Still got to be gentle with them though. So these aluminium poles have got a little lug at the end. The fiberglass poles have just, it looks like this, just a round piece of aluminium at the end. Now if you've just got the fiberglass pole, it slips over this little lug here, or pin. Now if you've got these poles, we've got little eyelets in here, and these poles slip straight into the eyelet, just like that, to make it nice and easy. Alright, so what we usually do is open up the screen, so when you stand on the tent to put it up, if you have to, preferably you don't, but if you have to, you stand on the floor of the tent and not on the screen. Open that up, put this one in this side. That. Click this one together. Nice and quick and easy. Just like that. This one goes in this side. This one goes in this side. Just like that. Alright. Now, all we need to do is take these up like this, tie this up here, like this, so just like you're tying your shoelaces. Now like that, and then a bow, so you can undo it again. Right, that is super important. When the wind blows, it actually helps everything stay still. So, although you look at that and go, meh, it's actually important. If it rains, if it's windy, you'll be regretting not doing it. Alright, these just clip on the sides, nice and easy. Like that. Now ideally, unlike what I've done here, you'll be looking for a bit of flat ground. Now, I'm just doing this to show you guys how it's done, but flat ground, no sticks, because you'll stand on them and it'll go through the bottom of the tent. Don't try and find somewhere, or don't find somewhere that's in a divot where it's going to collect water if it rains. You want to be a little bit high, and you want to be flat, unlike this. Okay, so that's all done. Do this up. Keep the mozzies and the sandflies out. Now, do you have to peg this down? No, you don't have to. You can. It depends on whether it's going to be windy. If it's windy, then you might want to peg it down so it doesn't blow away. But as soon as you throw your gear in there, it's usually not going to go anywhere anyway. The thing you do want to peg down is your fly. Okay, I just noticed that this is actually the other way that I want to show you, so I'm just going to spin this around and I'll tell you why. Alright, so this is going to be the front that has the little awning that comes out, and you can tell because it's got these 2 pins. So one pin, your fiberglass pole. So this is what I was talking about before. Your fiberglass pole just has this opening, and that opening goes over one of those pins. So, and this goes in the front of your awning. Alright. Just like that, and you'll see this pocket that goes over the top of this opening. So that's where it opens and sits up. This goes through here. Alright, then that goes down here like this, over that little pin. This one does the same thing, over the little pin. Just like that. Now, it's up to you how crazy you want to get with putting pegs in, what the weather's going to be like. A little bit of wind will start to make things a little bit difficult, but generally what I like to do is chuck one in each of the corners. To stop it from moving. And then there's little hooks on here that you can actually stick into the ring. And those hooks now have controlled that fly, so even if you get wind, the fly's not going to fly away. Now you want to bring this out. It's easier, it's all done up. That way you don't peg it out when it's in a funny shape, and you'll find you won't be able to close the door. Throw that peg out there. This peg out here. Do the same on the back. Just like that. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, one at the back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pegs in total. And now what I would do, especially if you're expecting rain, wind, or if you've got the tent closed up all the time because any moisture will just build up and then run off the outside of the tent, is I would peg these out. So undo these, peg them out, and that keeps the fly off the inner and stops them flapping around and all that sort of stuff. It also stops, if the wind comes and pushes like that, it stops the bars from breaking and bending, and that's not what you want. So what you don't want is to wake up in the middle of the night with one of these bars that have snapped because you couldn't be bothered putting these out. They are actually pretty important, especially if you want a comfortable, nice, relaxing sleep. And that's pretty much it. Now when you pack it down, you basically just do the same in reverse. Go around, pull out all of the pegs, keep them in a spot together so you don't lose them. They're very easy to lose. Put the fly to the side, break down the tent, let the tent fall down, put the fly over the top, and then fold it up. Put the before you roll it up, so you fold it up so it's all long and flat like you get it, and then you put the poles and the pegs inside and roll it up, put it in the bag, and then head back, and then we'll wash it down, give all the zippers a bit of a spray so that they don't corrode, and it's done. But yeah, these are plenty big enough for camping up in the Everglades. You're not going to get the Taj Mahal because it's got to fit in the kayak. So these are the right amount for, you know, if it's raining, you've got plenty of room in there to, you know, lie down and sit out or sit down and watch what's going on. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you around.